There's been building speculation for several months that Australasia's National Rugby League is about to invest in or even take over Europe's major competition, now known as Super League. Peter V'landys, the chairman of the Australian Rugby League Commission, confirmed his interest during an event in Las Vegas at the start of March, an event at which Super League clubs Wigan and Warrington played. V'landys, whose organisation reported revenue of 744 million Australian dollars in 2024, told News Limited, "We're looking at the UK. Never say never. That's if they want us. The first thing is there's always two people to an agreement. If they want us, we'll certainly look at it. If they approached us, we'd certainly look at it." Here's what England captain George Williams had to say when I asked him about the possibility of the elite competition in England and France being run by the Aussies. Is there a feeling that the NRL are taking more of an interest in the game here and that they might get more involved? And if so, is that a good thing?
I think so. If we're being honest, I think the NRL do it a lot better than we do over here. I think a lot of it obviously comes down to the TV deals and the funding, but I think there's still a lot of principles that they use and they market the game really well. So hopefully we can follow suit a little bit and. We obviously seem to always copy them with the rules and what's going on. So if they can come over and help us and grow the game over here, then that'd be brilliant.
If they ran the premier competition here, would that be a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh yeah, I think so.
You think it'd be good
if they can team up, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Most importantly, we just need to be able to grow the game. Obviously, it's thriving in Australia, so they're obviously doing a great job at marketing the game. Obviously the product's brilliant, but I think the same thing, if you watch the Super League, most people enjoy it, so let's get it out there and get some new faces. On March 19, during a media briefing, Rugby League Commercial Managing Director Rodri Jones had this to say: "I think the ball is in the UK Games court, isn't it? It will come from this building supported by Super League clubs, and we need to engage with the NRL on a formal basis. That's one of the things we've been working on since Vegas internally, in terms of communication inside the game here and to agree a plan. We've come to the conclusion of the right approach internally and we now need to go and do that." But the optimism has proven short-lived. An uprising by British clubs has ousted Rugby Football League Chairman Simon Johnson and a number of directors, including Dr. Cherry Daly, Julian Newton and Sandy Lindsay, have quit in apparent protest. The interim chairman is Nigel Wood, who was previously deposed from the position. He is charged with a strategic review of the sport, which would be the latest in a long line of such exercises of self-examination and restructure, one of which forced him out. Shane Richardson, the West Tigers chief executive, who is thought to have advised the NRL on the possible British investment, says League Central in Sydney is taking a dim view of these developments. He says, if anyone believes the NRL will be involved with the so-called new regime, they are kidding themselves. In my opinion, the NRL should not deal with the current regime on any level, and I don't think it will, until a structure is established to establish true corporate governance, remove vested interests, listen to the players and the major clubs. The governance of the game in England is poor at its best. It is a continued rotation of the same people making the same mistakes. Vested interests rule. Leeds' Derek Beaumont, St Helens' Eamon McManus and Gary Hetherington, who is leaving Leeds for London, have all spoken out in favour of Nigel Wood in recent days and weeks. Wigan and Warrington, who went to Las Vegas aligning them with the NRL, abstained from voting on the return of Wood. A standoff is looming. Is British Rugby League on the cusp of its own Super League war, the bitter battle for control of the game in Australasia 30 years ago, which gave birth to the competition we have in Europe today?